Something I bet most session players would agree on if we thought about it is that tuning our guitar is not something we do once before we start playing. It's a real-time activity, like we are playing in tune every second our hand's on our instrument. And to illustrate that, I've got this guitar that I've just set up and tuned up, and I'm going to play a low minor third with just a ton of fuzz. And it sounds about like you would expect, right? It's that dense kind of noisy thing of all the side bands and harmonics kind of beating against each other. Watch what happens if I bend the top note up just a hair to widen the interval, just barely. You hear it kind of snap into focus, almost like it's more in tune. The reason that happens is a discrepancy between the way our ears perceive harmony and the way we've been tuning musical instruments for the past few hundred years. I don't want to get into too much math, but like, let's say we've got this A at 220 hertz. And then we double that to 440 hertz. The ear hears an octave, right? That's a 2-to-1 ratio. Now, if we do 330 hertz to 220 hertz, or a 3-to-2 ratio, our ear hears a perfect fifth. A 5-to-4 ratio is a major third. A 6-to-5 ratio is a minor third. These ratios all contain prime numbers. And the thing that makes prime numbers prime is that they're not evenly divisible by any other number. So the tuning implications for that are, if I were to take this A and stack a perfect 3-to-2 fifth on top of that, and then another perfect 3-to-2 fifth on top of that, and then so on until I got back around to A, it'd be off by a little bit. There'd be a discrepancy of about 24 cents. And piano tuners call these discrepancies commas, like they're well known. If I were to do the same thing with thirds, it'd be a different comma, right? So 500 years ago, the way we dealt with this was if we wanted to play a piece of music in a different key, we just retune the instrument to sound good in that key. But once we started writing music that moved through several keys, this didn't work. So we developed a compromise system called 12-tone equal temperament. And now that's great for a keyboard, but string quartets, trombone sections, vocal groups, most of the time they don't have fixed pitch. So they are still tuning based on these kind of prime physics relationships. And on guitar, we can do the same thing. Like we've got frets, but we can kind of bend notes around just a little bit into greater tune. And we do this all by ear, by the way. Like that background knowledge, like most people don't even know that, right? Like what's important is that we're listening. So I showed you that you can widen a minor third to bring it into greater tune, but you can also narrow a major third by bending the bottom note up just a touch, like this. There it is, right? And again, it's all by ear, but tuning.